Star Wars The Last Jedi just officially releases their trailer, and I gotta say this. I'm not excited. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna suck Disney's cock. Say, oh, this is so great. I'm so excited. I see so many people who are watching this entire reaction. They're like, yes, it's Star Wars. Yes, it's awesome. Yes, Rey's running around with lightsaber. We see TIE fighters. We see the Rebel Alliance fighting the First Order again. I'm sorry, but for me as a Star Wars fan, who've read the books, who's seen the previous films, I wanted a little bit something different. Not with just The Last Jedi, but with this entire new trilogy. I wanted something different for Disney. Something new so they could create. Something different. Instead of The Force Awakens, was a copy and paste of New Hope. It was not a sequel to Return of the Jedi. Are you telling me the Rebel Alliance could not beat the Empire with Darth Vader dead, Emperor Palpatine, and a new Death Star destroyed, but the First Order or slash the Empire is resurrected? How? How is this like that? Unless that Smoke guy, whatever he is, a new Emperor Palpatine that's training Kylo Ren, unless he's Darth Plagueis the Wise, then I really don't care for this story. I really don't care for this entire trailer just because we see Rey running around with lightsaber, we see TIE fighters attacking the Rebel Alliance, we see this dark tone, and for me, I'm like, so this is going to be like Empire Strikes Back? Are you going to admit that Rey's Luke's, what are you going to admit, like Luke is Rey's father? Are you going to do the same thing that you did with Darth Vader and Luke in Empire Strikes Back? Are you seriously going to do that? I have no faith in Disney to create an original storyline for this trilogy. And for those of you who know me, no, I cannot stand The Force Awakens for what it did for starting a trilogy off. Because it started off the trilogy. And the second film, The Last Jedi. Are they going to copy Empire Strikes Back? Maybe. They're going to have to do something similar. Yoda trained Luke in The Empire Strikes Back. Luke's going to train Rey in this one. Are you fucking kidding me? And are you excited for the next fight scene between Kylo Ren and Rey? No, Kylo Ren's going to lose this fight. Again. The Force Awakens, that film, ruined this Last Jedi a lot for me. It's not even that they copied over New Hope. But Rey beats Kylo Ren in the final fight scene in Force Awakens. Are you excited to see their second fight? No, because she already won. This is like if Luke Skywalker defeated Darth Vader in A New Hope. There's no build. There's no gain to this. There's no gain to Rey fighting against Kylo Ren. There's no point unless you're going to do a flip-flop and do like Rey and Kylo Ren to try to fight the Sith guy. But then that will defeat the point of him killing Han Solo in The Force Awakens. Sorry for spoiling a bit, but you should have seen the film already. But The Last Jedi, what am I interested in this film? The only thing I'm interested in is what Luke Skywalker said at the end. It's time for the Jedi to be gone. Right there, that shows, are they gonna, because what I've read, and I'm a big Star Wars fan, I've been reading about what The Last Jedi will possibly be about, and it turns out that Luke feels like whatever the Jedi's have been trained, Yoda, Obi-Wan, and all the rest that came before them, that they're taught them the wrong way to be a Jedi, and he believes that Jedi should be gone. So this is going to be an interesting new take. Maybe it'll explain why Kylo Ren turned to the dark side, instead of him being a spoiled little teenager that most people couldn't stand in The Force Awakens. So, if they bring some originality to Disney, great! But please, people who saw this trailer and were like, come on, this is Disney. This is the same people who made Force Awakens to create toys to get a cash grab. They didn't think about creating something new, something original. And here's the thing, for people who say that I'm against these films because I read books and all that stuff and you don't want something new. No, I want something new. But to have the same storyline as New Hope? To take characters from the books and say they don't exist, but create your own characters from the book and basically replace the name. That's how bad Disney copied and pasted from everything. There was no originality. You know what was originality from Disney? Star Wars Rogue One. The film right behind me. That was awesome. That was originality. They took something different and they made it something more. They did the freaking person who created the Death Star. We never learned about who created the Death Star in the freaking books or in the video games or whatnot. We knew how the plans were eventually taken away from the Death Star, but to be fair, I prefer the Disney version of how the plans were stolen from the Death Star. I prefer this version. That was original Rogue One. Force Awakens, not original. The Last Jedi trailer. What did I saw? A lot of rinse and repeat, cool stuff. Some training by Luke and Rey. That looked interesting, ish. But I've seen training before with Yoda and Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back. Are we gonna get dark tone? Is Rey gonna lose a limb? Will Kylo Ren will Rey turn to the dark side? I don't really know, because this film has a lot writing against it. I'm gonna give this film a chance, The Last Jedi. Of course I'm gonna give it a chance. Like I gave Force Awakens a chance. But Disney really needs to ignore what happened. Well, I don't know if they can ignore it right now because they screwed it up with the beginning of The Force Awakens. But Disney really needs to pick up their game and to try to find something original. With the stuff with Luke Skywalker, from what I read about Kylo Ren and all that stuff, of why Kylo Ren turned to the dark side, and why Luke went into like a hermitville like Yoda. It needs to be explained. This film needs to have backstory. This film needs to show us some more besides cool lightsaber fight scenes, TIE fighters attacking the Millennium Falcon, a lot less comedy. They don't need to show us that. They need to show us the mythology of Star Wars. They need to show us some backstory. They need to show us some development. We need to see more instead of a rush fucking love interest between Finn and Rey. And I love Finn and Rey's characters together. I think they will actually gel well together. But they kind of rushed the relationship in the first film. So, Star Wars The Last Jedi, for the teaser, what I saw was interesting? Not really. I saw a fan-made trailer that I thought was a real trailer, and I was more interested in that. It has like 1 million views off of YouTube, and it's a fan-made trailer. And I found more enjoyment in that movie and that movie trailer than this trailer. But then again, it didn't really show much, this trailer, The Last Jedi. So, am I looking forward to this film? Do I hope this film is going to be great? Of course I do. I hope they change something up. I hope they show some originality like they did in Rogue One. I just really want this film to be good. I do. I really do. And for people who are already willing to dislike, just hear me out. You cannot tell me you're not worried about this film a little bit. If this, The Last Jedi, and the next film that comes after The Last Jedi, takes more from the original trilogy, like literally copy and paste the same storyline as Force Awakens did with New Hope, then it's automatically, but that's one of the worst trilogies of all time to me, because they didn't do nothing different. They decided to do the same thing, rinse and repeat. I mean, this is not like Jurassic Park where you can only do like a couple things about hunting dinosaurs, creating dinosaurs, them attacking. This is Star Wars. There's so much mythology, so much you could do. They're gonna make a Boba Fett movie. That's gonna be awesome. There's so much potential right there. This film, The Last Jedi, has so much potential for it. But the previous film, The Force Awakens, is like a freaking, what do I call it? It's like hanging this person down. You're trying to swim up and you have like a freaking bowling ball or a chain connected to your leg and you're going down. It's sinking you down more. The Force Awakens is sinking The Last Jedi so much down, and we have to look past The Force Awakens and try to look at this film on its own self. But again, The Last Jedi has a lot writing against it. I am gonna see this film. I'm gonna try to give it a fair, honest opinion about it and see what it will create of its own originality. But if it's gonna rinse and repeat from if this film, Last Jedi, and the future film that they're gonna have for the trilogy, gonna rinse and repeat the same storylines from like how Force Awakens did with New Hope, and it's gonna be like something similar with Empire Strikes Back, with Rey meeting Luke and Luke saying, "I am your father." I'll be more interested if Obi-Wan was actually Rey's father. That to me is originality. That to me looks good on paper. I have no objections to that. But this film doesn't need to follow the New Hope and Empire Strikes Back exact plot line. If you want to create something different, create something different. You showed it in Rogue One. You showed something different. You showed something great. But The Last Jedi needs to not follow the same formula as this. If it follows the same formula as New Hope, as Empire, and Return of Jedi, if this entire trilogy is going to just be a copy and paste of the original trilogy, then this trilogy is dead in the water. The prequels are automatically at default better than this entire dang trilogy right here. And I said it. There is, yes, nostalgia is great. It's awesome, but doesn't make it a fantastic dang movie. So yeah, Star Wars, The Last Jedi. I was not a big fan of the trailer again. I have a little peak interest. I want to like this film. I want to enjoy it, and it comes out during Christmas, so I have a long while to wait. But to be truthful with you, it's going to take a long shot to see how good this film. It's going to take a real long shot to see if this film's going to be good. It's going to take a real long shot for me to get over, like, The Force Awakens. It's going to take a long shot for me just to enjoy this film because of what the previous film has done to this damage to this already new film that we have not yet seen. Overall, I do have hopes. I do not believe this film, The Last Jedi, will be worse than The Force Awakens. I believe this film will be better than Attack of the Clones. Will it be better than Phantom Menace? Y'all know me. I'm a fan of that movie. I'm a fan of New Hope. I don't think it's going to be New Hope, The Last Jedi, but you never know. Certain things will surprise you. Rogue One surprised the shit out of me. One of the best Star Wars films out there. Something so unique and different, and I loved it. And hopefully The Last Jedi will be great. Hopefully The Last Jedi will show something new, something awesome. But then again, this is Disney. There's nothing more I can say, everybody. So everyone, let me know what you think of this entire teaser trailer. What is your own personal opinion on it? Do you think it's going to be a great film? Do you think it's going to be awesome? Do you think it's going to be a terrible film? What do you think about this entire film? Are you happy the way Disney so far has done with this entire trilogy? Are you a little bit worried of like how I am if this film is going to be worthless right next to The Force Awakens? Is it going to follow the same format as New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi? Are you honestly excited for this film? Let me know what y'all think, everybody. My name's Lee, signing off for everybody. Bye-bye.